Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 8 of my Ruthless SSF run on the Settlers League. Fire Trap got so much done yesterday. I'm very happy with the progress. So I'm just going to jump right into it, to be honest with you. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you near the end. So I've still mostly just been focusing on trying to get a 5 link for my body armor and just get more map completions done. I would really like to get my map drop chance as high as I possibly can, and then I'm probably going to spec a little bit into Essence, and then maybe even Ritual. But before I can do that, I need to get more points, and of course I need to get the Guardian map drops and whatnot, because to be honest with you, like, you don't have to take the Guardian... Oh, Pride. You don't have to take the Guardian stuff, like Elder, Shaper Guardians and whatnot, but it just feels so much better, and there's so few and far in between. It really helps save you the grind. Hit level 85. I've been gaining levels pretty efficiently on this character, but to be honest with you, I also keep doing a lot of very rippy content, and especially Turbo kills me. But to my surprise, even on this vulnerability courthouse map, I did kill the boss without dying. I did die on the map once, but I mean, what are you going to do? I got another Riga ore for my ship, which is fantastic. I think I'm going to try to craft more cluster jewels at some point, so it's nice to save those up. I got some more maps done here. As you can see, I got a tier 12. Pretty much no boss gives me any trouble, even if the map is like juiced up. As long as I'm not an idiot and like standing still and taking stuff that I shouldn't, I usually don't die to a boss. The main thing that kills me, to be honest with you, is the Crimson Iron node. So pretty much just the leak mechanic. I don't know why that one kills me more than any other one, but it really does. Anyway, though, got some more completions here. Got a Cluster Trap, which I'll probably never use. But I did get a Trap and Mind Damage support, which is, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably never going to use it, but I mean, it's nice to have, at least by comparison. Plus, you know, the more gems, the better. I got another blueprint, but I am not looking forward to doing heist maintenance, so I'm not even going to talk to all of them so I can get the quest yet, because I don't want to have to do it, because once you have like 8 quests sitting in your inventory, you're kind of forced to go and do the mechanic, and I hate that. I hate that very much. I've gotten quite a few support gems, not necessarily any like crazy ones that I really want for this character or anything like that, but it's nice just to have a bunch in the stockpile. You might have noticed there was like almost a 5-hour jump there, and to be honest with you, around Thursday at like 11 or 12 o'clock, I got knocked out by one of the most insane migraines I've ever had in my life, and I laid down with ice over my eye, and I tried to fall asleep. Luckily, as soon as I came back, Kirak was nice to me and gave me a scouting mission, which got me a completion. One more completion, which means one more of the nodes. Also, I did learn there are 2 extra plus 1% chance, so you can actually get to 80%. And once again, I 5-linked off camera, and I apologize. I got literally 1 fusing from the ship, just 1. And I just put it on my body armor, and of course it 5-linked, which is pretty amazing. I'm sorry I didn't get the clip of it. But I got a minefield, and I gotta tell you, being on a 5-link now is disgusting. Inspiration gives me so much damage. I have barely any mana issues anymore, and I'm very happy. So I've been spamming a lot of missions with 90% risk, just using some low-level sailors. I'm trying to trigger all the events and see what kind of stuff can pop up, because apparently there's like a pirate event where the boss, like you have to fight a boss or whatever, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if you even have to risk to see it. My friend said he saw it on Bench League with 0% risk chance, so maybe you don't even have to do that, but I have no idea. Anyway, we got another scouting report, which is amazing. Honestly, if these could keep dropping, I'll be honestly, I'll be set. I got Forbidden Woods done, which I hate this map. This boss does so much damage. Luckily, they didn't kill me, but it's fine. No big deal. Got a blind support. And Kirak got another mission for me, so we're going into Necropolis. This boss was an absolute joke. Now that I'm on a... Like, I thought my damage was good before, but now that I'm on a 5-link, everything just dies. It feels incredible. I can't even, like, explain how good the damage is on this character. Hey, another scout report. Just imagine if I get, like, an insane weapon, like Tier 1 or Tier 2 flat added fire with, like, +1 level of fire skills. Oh my god. Like, honestly, if I could get some god tier gear, this character might be able to do Maven, and that would be insane. Imagine getting all 4 watchstones with just 1 character. I don't think I've ever done that. To be actually, that's not true. I think the Ice Nova Hierophant did that, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, as you can see, I got a nice little chain of exploring or scouting reports, which is honestly the best thing that could have happened to me today. Because like I'm still affected by the migraine even now while recording this. So at this point yesterday, I was so out of it. So it was really nice just to like do some lower tier maps and have Keyrack give me some free completions. Don't have to focus on anything too crazy. Don't have to worry about dying. As you can see at the bottom there, I'm getting a lot of XP. Got another blueprint, and finally, I can drop the freaking Tears of Purity amulet. I got a ring with cold res. I am finally res capped without Purity of Elements. Not only does swapping the amulet give me more life, but now I can use an anoint, so I'm using quick step, which gives me more spell suppression and more movement speed. I'm all the way up to 46% movement speed, which is absolutely ridiculous on Ruthless. I was on the fence for a while about spending 6 extra points to get more Keyrack chance, but to be honest with you, he has been popping up like crazy from this league. I don't know if I'm just getting really lucky or what's going on, but I'm very happy. I got another Swift Assembly, and to be honest with you, I might just level up and like, I don't know, if at some point I get a lens, try to get a 21, but I don't really think 21 really does too much because I'd have the quality at first. I don't really want to do that. I found the most ridiculous amulet I could have possibly found right now, if the boss would just die. Look at that. 120 life, rarity, all attributes. I went for a slam, and the slam was terrible. Nice. I mean, I say it's terrible, but I mean, like, that added cold to, wait, what? Maps? That added cold could actually be useful if I play another melee character at some point. I did end up finding the recipe to get red maps from. I don't know if it's necessarily always red maps, but I got maps from the ship, which is amazing. One of them was actually a tier 11 I needed for completion. So one more Atlas skill tree point, I guess. I decided to go for a huge shipment of 700,000, which for me is by far the biggest shipment I've done. Hopefully it doesn't suck, but I mean, it is what it is. At this point, my goal is to like I said earlier, forsake XP, just keep running really rippy stuff. I would really like to get a watchstone fight today. The main reason for that is I really just want to see how this character performs. Granted, I know that the Quest Eater, hey, Malevolence, the Quest Eater of Worlds and whatever isn't as strong as normal, but it's still a really good benchmark for me considering I know what other characters have done in the past. My 700k shipment was ridiculous. It gave me maps, like 3 inventories worth of stuff just because of the body armors. All the armors were trash, of course, but I mean, like, it's totally fine with me. Got a bunch of loot, got a bunch of currency, got an Ashen Woods completed, and got some more ships. I woke up the next day, and to be honest with you, which is today as I'm recording now, this would be Friday at almost 11 a.m. I felt awful when I woke up, to be honest with you. In my opinion, it's waking up like the day or two after. Hey, it's actually an upgrade. After a horrible migraine, that's the worst part of it. But it could just be me. I did get a minefield, so if at some point I want to revisit a mine character, I'm not saying I will, but I might. Got some scarabs from my ship, and like I was saying, my goal for today, which, today being Friday at this point, is to just push as hard as I can, do really rippy content, and just try to get all the way up to getting an Eldritch fight, or sorry, a Eater fight. That way I can go for my Watchstone. I decided to take these last 2 points, and now I have an 80% chance to get +1, which gives me so many more red maps. I also just want to say, I absolutely think the chisel recipe is completely worth doing still. For a little while, I was on the fence about it myself, but 13 chisels, man. Like, they're so good now. Granted, you can't just, like, get full quality with, like, 3 or 4 chisels anymore for red maps, but still incredible. I got another upgrade. I don't know what's going on. I keep getting upgrades. That heavy belt lets me unspec one of the 30 strike nodes. And honestly, I just threw it onto life, because why not? I'm going to keep deleting all my alterations trying to craft jewels because I would really like to get, not res, but just attributes on this character. That way I can ignore it on my gear moving forward. And it's pretty decent. Okay. I mean, I wish it wasn't lightning pen. If that was like fire pen, that would have been insane, but I'll take what I can get. So for the ore that you have to charge, I was told that if you could fully charge it, there's a chance of like a meteor dropping or some nonsense that gives you like 2,000 ore. So I don't know if that's actually true, but I'm going to keep trying it. I'm actually surprised at how well this character does it. Hey, a Regal. I can fully charge it like all the way up, and I still kill everything relatively quickly. Granted, though, if there's like a rare with like turbo, like hasted or whatever, it can wreck me. I got my first red Kirak, and I so badly, desperately wanted to do the Veritania map, but I just need map completions. Yeah, it would be really cool to see what my DPS would be like against her, But I just need completions, man. If I get the completions and I get watchstones, then I'll get guardians later. And luckily, that map not only gave me a completion, but it gave me a tier 16, which is my first tier 16. So I decided to throw a bunch of scarabs on it, and I almost, you see, look how close I was. I clicked the button. I forgot to valid. I forgot to valid. I do this new thing now where I'm like, am I doing something dumb? And I look at what I'm doing, and thank God I do that because I almost wasted that map and all of those scarabs. Anyway, though, the map was surprisingly easy. I died twice, only because there was some random rock throwing asshole over there. I know it's the map boss, and it's because of like the keystone or whatever, but man, I forgot he was over there. Completed the tier 16, it dropped the tier 15 I needed, and luckily enough, the big giant rock throwing jerk also dropped the tier 16, so I mean he killed me twice, but hey, if you drop a tier 16, you can kill me as much as you want. I could be wrong, but I think this is the first support gem I actually got from a ship. It was Conk Effect, which honestly is a pretty good support gem to have. Not necessarily for this character, but someone in the future. I got the tier 15 done, which is another +1. And at this point, I'm just going up. I'm going to get all the Elder Guardian stuff. I'm going to get the Conqueror stuff, because we just need more maps. I fully charged on that tier 15, which was unidentified and rare, and it gave me a ton of ore, which is pretty amazing. Went back to that 16, got a pit of the Chimera, and I got an invitation, so we can finally fight the Eater of Worlds. And I'm going to tell you right now, the damage was awesome. The damage was amazing. I only died once because I wanted to tank a Tentacle Slam to see if I could survive it. The answer was no. The fight was very quick. I only had 2 ball phases, and it was easy. I freaking love this character, man. What the hell? Hey, if you made it far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am 0% of the way to 87, but I do not care. My health is, or my life is fantastic. I'm res capped. I'm even res capped in LE weakness for the most part, which is pretty great. But of course, my chaos res is absolute dog shit. I've completed quite a few maps. I've done a lot of farming. I've also done a lot of dying, if that wasn't obvious. My currency is disgusting, at least by Ruthless standards. I have 320 chromes. But of course, as soon as I have like a piece of gear I need to roll off colors on, those are going to disappear instantly. My map completions are at 86. I have 92 points. My god, I am living the dream right now. I was able to respec stuff now that I have a watchstone. I have a 100% chance to get a +1. So once I get the second stone, I can unspec even more. And then once I get my tree done, I will unspec this entire wheel, come around here, and we'll get alpha. And once we get alpha, I will be a very, very happy guy. Once I get done with that, as you can see here, I'm 2 away from getting Conquered Conquerors. The goal, of course, is just to get Elder and Shaper Guardians and Conqueror maps. That way I could do like Cyrus, Elder, Shaper, whatever. I really want to try everything on this character. I love this build. I love this build so much. I go so fast. I have 46 movement speed. I have a ton of life. My defenses are meh as hell. Like, physical destroys me. I think ideally at some point I'd like to use Grace, but I would need way better gear for that. I am using Herald of Ice. Herald of Ice, funny enough, gives me a ton of damage just because Fire Trap of Blasting has so much effectiveness of added damage, which is, you know, amazing. Anyway, for my maps, I'm doing pretty good. I pretty much ran all my 16s and whatnot, but I have a ton of, 11s, 12s, 13s. So what I'll probably do is, first of all, get, the completion for this, run all my 11s, run all my 12s, just get a nice stockpile. I do have a Chimera saved up, which I'm probably going to do here in a minute, but I don't know. I gotta tell you, like, I have such a good feeling about this character. That Eater of the Worlds was like the simplest, easiest fight I've ever had with that boss. It was a great time. I do need to upgrade some stuff. Like, my weapon is, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's not very good. Anyway, though, I do apologize that I'm a little off. That migraine took me down, dude. It took me down, man, like I was an Einar beast. I will say for the fight, I did switch to using my 2 wands because it does give me quite a bit of damage, and it was very noticeable. Very noticeable indeed. I think, honestly, at some point, I don't know. I'm still on the fence if for endgame I'm going to use a shield or like 2 wands or 2 scepters or whatever. I just feel like eventually two weapons is just going to be like unnecessary. I do so much damage. Like, get something defensive, feel nicer. No joke, I was honestly considering running this just because like the max res and I don't know. I'm not going to though. I obviously changed my mind because it has no life on it. But anyway, I'm talking my voice off. I'm talking your ear off. I'm doing all kinds of nonsense. My plan is just to do a bunch of farming, try to get my second watchstone. I have a ton of scarabs saved up. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget, Seance is busted, so if you get 4 points to spare, go ahead and take take Seance. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I will not be uploading, so I'll see you guys Monday.